March 2011. Japan suffers a huge earthquake, triggering a massive tsunami. One of the world's most advanced nations teeters on the brink of collapse. One of our planet's most volatile regions is the Pacific Ring of Fire, a continuous fracture in the Earth's crust which circles the Pacific Ocean. At 2:45 p.m. on March 11th, 2011, 80 miles off Japan, one section of this fault is about to rupture. Downtown Tokyo, the largest city in the world. 35 million people are going about their daily lives. But 80 miles out in the Pacific Ocean, and 20 miles down inside the Earth's crust, the Pacific Plate is being forced down underneath Japan. Solid rock twists and cracks. Stresses build up in the system until something snaps. In Tokyo, seismic data streams into the country's earthquake monitoring headquarters.
The magnitude which was shown on the monitor was pretty big, so I thought it might be wrong. The readings must be calibrated incorrectly.
Other scientists record underwater sound of the tectonic plates grinding against each other. Speeded up 32 times, here for the first time ever is the actual sound of the earthquake. People in Sendai are among the first to feel the tremors.
It just kept getting stronger and stronger. So like all of us just kind of stood up, looked at each other, and ran out.
The earthquake continues for 5 minutes.
We had one big one, and then it kind of stopped, but then another one happened. It just kept going, and then it would kind of die down, and then another one would come.
230 miles from the epicenter, the shocks are strong enough to catch seismologist Satoko Oki by complete surprise.
My office is in a base isolation building, so it should not move. But still, I couldn't even stand up. That was the biggest and longest earthquake I've ever experienced.
But strange things start to happen. Cracks in the ground open and close. And in a process called liquefaction, the seismic shock squeezes water out of the earth. The quake measures 9 on the Richter scale, with a force equal to 600 million times the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. That's enough energy to power the entire US for 100 years. All exploding outward from one point in 5 minutes.
This earthquake is one of the top 5, largest earthquake ever. I mean, on Earth. Yeah.
It's so big that it tilts the world 10 inches on its axis and slows the Earth's rotation to shorten our days by a fraction of a second. But 80 miles out to sea, the earthquake has unleashed an even more terrifying force. and it's rippling outward at 500 miles per hour. Japan is reeling from the largest earthquake to strike it for 1,000 years. It's only the 5th magnitude 9 tremor in recorded history. But one thing scares the Japanese even more: a tsunami tidal wave. And this is exactly what the quake triggered. When the earth ruptured, 250 miles of ocean floor thrust upward over 20 feet. This displaced 3.4 trillion cubic feet of water in the ocean above, causing a surge that initially travels at 500 miles per hour.
At the very beginning, it propagates almost the same speed as airplane.
On land, everyone is still recovering from the earthquake. They have less than 30 minutes before the big waves start to hit. And there's another danger. Parts of the Japanese coast have sunk 4 feet lower, meaning that the impact of the tsunami will be even greater. When the tsunami approaches land, it slows dramatically. But as the sea becomes shallower, the waves rise higher and higher, reaching up to 45 feet tall. As the clock ticks toward 3:20, the biggest waves start pounding the coast. Hundreds capture the moment on camcorders and camera phones. 80 miles up the coast in Kamaishi, millions of cubic feet of water are forced through streets just 30 feet wide. The narrow channels accelerating the speed of the flow. Eyewitness video shows town becomes sea inside 4 minutes. 15 seconds, road becomes river. 1 minute 20 seconds. A warehouse weighing thousands of tons is picked up like a rag doll. Just 3 minutes 15 seconds after it started, the torrent has reached the 3rd floor, over 25 feet high. The tsunami wave doesn't stop until it reaches 6 miles inland. Japan has suffered 2 deadly blows. First earthquake, and then tsunami. At its highest measured point, the tsunami reached 124 feet above sea level. And it's an event that has affected the whole Pacific region. 11 hours after the earthquake, the tsunami had crossed the entire Pacific Ocean. Brushing past Hawaii, it traveled nearly 5,000 miles at an average speed of 450 miles per hour, eventually ripping ashore in Santa Cruz, California. Countries all around the Ring of Fire must learn from the disaster in Japan by building stronger sea defenses and learning how to predict earthquakes.